Well, after that intro, what an amazing drum corps. By the way, that is the Village Volunteers Fife and Drum Corps. Give them a hand. Okay, so here we are. Welcome back to Red, White, and Weekly, a weekly account of the American Revolution during the year leading up to our nation's independence in July of 1776. We are celebrating our upcoming 250th birthday as a nation. It is the third week of July. In 1775, the morning fog rises slowly over Boston Harbor as the sun warms the dew-soaked fields. The air smells of gunpowder and sweat. Washington has arrived, but order has not. General George Washington, just 2 weeks into his command, is beginning to grasp the reality before him. The men are brave, but they are disorganized, undisciplined, lacking in supplies. Officers clash over rank, privates gamble and drink. There are no proper camps, and sickness is everywhere. On July 16th of 1775, Washington wrote to the Continental Congress, quote, "I find the greatest disorder in the army in general is want of discipline and irregularity in almost every part. Unless some great and capital change suddenly takes place, this army must inevitably be reduced," end quote. These words set the tone for the week: firm, pragmatic, and urgent. There are tents around Cambridge and Roxbury. Recruits from across the colonies drill under blistering sun. They clean muskets, dig latrines, and write letters back home. On July 18th, Private Joseph Plum Martin of the Connecticut Militia wrote, quote, "We continue in the daily expectation of an attack, but God only knows when it will come, or when we shall receive supplies of bread or clothing." The men now begin to murmur. There is courage here, but also fear and frustration among the men. In New York, Loyalist merchant Philip Skene recorded the growing unrest in his diary. He documented on Wednesday, the 20th of July, "The populace seems to have more liberty than laws. They pull down every loyal emblem. I fear for my family and trade. I dare not speak in favor of order or the crown in my own shop. I am surrounded by zealots, and I fear what my neighbors may do." Loyalists do feel squeezed. They are no longer at ease, even in their own homes. Near Boston, tavern keeper Hannah Mackenzie witnessed the Army's strains firsthand. Though no letter survives, diary entries from later years recall, quote, "I saw young men come in as green as summer grass and leave pale as the wounded deer. These boys think they are soldiers, but most have never killed a rabbit, let alone a man. I keep stew on, and I don't ask questions, but I have a candle in the window, and if God is listening, I ask him to spare them," end quote. She kept pot boiling and hearth warm, refusing to ask those questions that she didn't want answers to. Now, in Philadelphia, delegates have received word that Congress's olive branch petition had been dispatched to King George, but they expected nothing and war loomed. Washington's response was clear: get organized or lose this cause. His new orders demanded daily drills at dawn and dusk, clean camps with latrine locations and inspections, punishments for drunkenness and brawling, and immediate reporting of any loyalist activity or potential spies. Quote from Washington: Let nothing induce you to believe this war can be carried on without discipline. In short, and in my opinion, without some reform, I insist upon second-hand guns, to which I entreat you to dispatch immediately." End quote. As the week closes, something deeper takes root. This is no longer a loose rabble of volunteers. It is becoming an army, led by a resolute man. The future of the revolution hinges on what happens in the weeks ahead. All eyes are on Washington. He may bend, but he will not break, and neither will the cause. Next week on Red, White, and Weekly, secret missions to Dutch merchants in Rhode Island. There are shortages of powder and lead and whispers of betrayal from within. Tune in as the revolution deepens. I'm your host, Kelly Haven. God bless you and the USA. See you next week.